Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
I wish security would stop complaining to me. I mean, that's all got some like type of protocol where you don't talk about what you're working on. And like, why isn't security more interested in the citizens' complaints? Like, shouldn't that what you be doing instead of just like walking around looking bored, gossiping? Never mind. Constellation. Should I join or should I not? I mean, I don't got nothing else better to do, but I'm really not interested in touching any more of these artifacts. Maybe I can find a way to stay in Constellation without actually hunting artifacts. I mean, judging by what Barry went through, they kind of look like they need some type of security. So maybe I can offer like protection. That's more around my wheelhouse of skill sets, while they hunt for the artifacts. Yeah. This place is too
I hope you are
nice to pass up.
satisfied with the quarters available to you.
You said that already. Hey, Sarah.
Yes? So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
That's true. What exactly is Constellation? Like, what do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems,
Never heard of him.
dedicated to the biggest question of all.
Oh, I could have just
What's
forgot.
out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Oh. What do you know about these artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
Well, how about I offer protection while you hunt for the artifacts?
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
So other people have artifacts and don't even know what they are? But that makes sense. You guys barely know what they are.
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a
That's
single
true.
strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
What's the UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Oh, good. Sounds like a chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
So a working interview. So what do I get out of this anyway? Constellation have a salary? Some type of compensation?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Got it. Well, actually, there's some things I want to do on my own first.
Go ahead. Just don't take too long or my contact's information might go bad.
Roger that.
I am at your service, Captain.
I better go holler at Sergeant Yumi now. I don't know how long this process is going to take for UC security. or if I even get the job. But it'll definitely help. Being able to move a little bit more freely around the city would definitely be a plus. And Constellation doesn't sound like they offer a steady pay either. Definitely gonna need some funds. Though that first credit disbursement was pretty nice. Probably shouldn't count on that though. And I actually don't know how long I'm gonna stay with Constellation. Might not be that long. I'm not really feeling this artifact or planet exploration. I got bigger things on my plate. Like figuring out who's responsible for the alien DNA experiment. So far I can't find any information on it. I'm starting to think they're the ones that erased my memory, not the actual alien DNA itself. Alright. Let's see what we're working with. This might be a great opportunity. Sorry, you hear me?
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
I don't have a bounty. But the job, can you tell me more about it?
Part-time security officer. The position is very
perfect.
flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure.
Oh,
We've had
man.
some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
It's actually raining outside. Definitely. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
Well, I got quite a bit of training, but I did have a run-in with the Crimson Fleet. Don't know if that counts.
It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need.
Really? That's
First
it?
assignment couldn't be easier.
Oh,
Go
I'm
to
already
Mast
getting an
and
assignment?
check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
I think you guys might need to rethink your interview process. And what's MASS? Where is that exactly?
You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city.
Oh,
Headquarters of the
okay.
entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
Oh, you don't say. You mentioned Aegis. Who are they?
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify
UC
threats to New
intelligence.
Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate
sounds
departments,
like a good
there
ally
are
to
times
have.
we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do
Could've said
Agent
it better
Plato this
myself.
favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Why am I bringing the package here?
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Let me know
Alright.
if you have any questions.
I sure will. Thanks. That was easy. I thought it would take a few days, maybe even a few weeks to get hired. I'm already doing an assignment? They must really be hurting for people. Well, New Atlantis definitely has some security holes. If I was trying to infiltrate their structure, getting hired by UC Security so easily, Would have been a perfect end. Information. Let's check out the directory. Welcome to New Atlantis. New Atlantis was founded in the year 2156, the same year we first arrived in Alpha Centauri star system.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. Doctor. Huh?
I'll check out the residential street. Yeah. Pioneer Tower, Reliant Medical, Polo Tower.
So, what's the point?
Of what?
This? Is it some sort of art? A Zen garden? What?
It's a communal art installation.
Zen
It's supposed
garden.
to look nice.
I guess. But I'm just saying, if the whole background thing, what's the point?
And it's actually kind of creepy. I hope that wasn't the artifacts doing. I'm starting to get way too many coincidences like that. They're just finding other ways to communicate. Which means it might be something trying to communicate through it.
This ain't exactly
So after
where
an
he's
hour of
supposed.
whining, they're finally out here.
They're just sitting on the grass.
These security guards must be bored. They're always
3 rounds with them.
gossiping with everybody.
There's slides, like right there.
They're outside.
Central Arsenal. Let's see what they got in their stocks.
You're here because you need something you can connect with, something you could count on. Am I right?
You sure are.
Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All
Thank you.
sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word.
And you're a confident salesperson. What do you recommend?
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking.
That's true.
I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best? Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration?
Definitely up close and personal. But I also like keep my distance when I can.
Ah, yes. Well, then personally, I would point you towards Combatech.
You take this all pretty seriously.
Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here.
True story. Let me see what you got.
Only the finest collection of armaments in the settled systems.
Well, thanks for letting me see what you have. I like this. This should work out well for now. Just gotta get my hands on a shotty. She didn't really have what I was looking for. Shot the rifle up for now. Till I get me a good sniper.
Once considered an effective, even essential element in combating some of the settled system's most dangerous threats, it would seem the mercenary company known as Ecliptic is now one of those threats. Everyone, it would seem, is now in their sights. From the pirates of the Crimson Fleet to civilian merchant vessels they claim have violated some law. Freestar Collective and United Colonies authorities appear hesitant to officially clamp down on Ecliptic.
Sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
I ain't medical.
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. We're seeing the doctor. That's it.
Maybe some other time. I have that report that's due.
I talked to your boss. She agreed that you need to take care of yourself. I know it's tough, funny, but a lot of times the earlier they catch something, the better it is.
You're right. I know you're right. I just wish they wouldn't keep us waiting so long.
Almost had to have an intervention to get my wife here.
Hey, Doc.
We offer only the best care in New Atlantis. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
Doc, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the alien DNA experiment, would you?
I've heard of experiments like this. It's possible you have alien DNA sequences in your genome. A standard gene therapy procedure can remap these altered sections of code. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested.
That doesn't sound very safe. I'll think
Take
about
all
it.
the time you need. It's a big decision.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything either.
You have to trust the science, the medical knowledge.
one day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
Oh, really? I
wonder
just got
if
here.
I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. No, probably not.
Anything you recommend doing in New Atlantis?
Well, that depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper?
I'm definitely a foodie. I like to eat.
If that's the case, you have a lot of options here in New Atlantis. Don's Roost is probably the fanciest. They have great steaks there. But I'll be honest, I'm more of a chunks girl, and my boyfriend and I can't get enough of Terra Brew.
That's not food. Well, besides that, how's it going?
Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you?
Same here.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, life is good, isn't it? I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close.
Well, that's what's up. You want to leave? Why?
Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you?
That makes sense.
Have you gone on any adventures?
Yeah, I'm working with Constellation to hunt down artifacts, actually.
Whoa. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds really important.
Neither do I.
I'll keep my eyes peeled for any artifacts, okay?
Don't touch those. Hey,
Welcome
how's it
to
going?
Mass. If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby. This is Mast, the beating heart of the United Colonies. Every decision made in the civilized galaxy takes place inside these walls.
What is it you do here?
I'm one of Mast's resource officers. It's my job to ensure those here on official business get where they're going promptly, and that any rule breaking is dealt with swiftly.
Alright, well, thanks.
Stay safe.
You too? Vanguard, huh? Hey, how's it going?
What do we got here? Another applicant to the UC Vanguard? Interested in doing some good for the people of the United Colonies, all while earning your citizenship and credits to boot?
What exactly is the Vanguard? What do you do?
We're the United Colonies volunteer fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed.
Yeah, I don't care about citizenship. Why would I want to become a UC citizen?
Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you get access to discounted services on any UC world. Credits to help you get on your feet.
Huh?
You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis.
Yeah,
Citizenship unlocks it all. And signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it.
Sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Glad to hear it. Signing up's simple. All you've got to do is pass a flight exam and make it through one probationary mission and you're in. We'll have you working your way to UC citizenship in no time.
What sort of work would I be doing if I enlisted in the Vanguard?
Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. But the work itself, well, it runs the gamut. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Not every job's glamorous. The Vanguard only gets called in for the ones where there's a chance of seeing action. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there.
I don't think he'd be taking on no terramorphs. That sounds like an over-embellishment. Okay, I'm game. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orientation Hall. You can get started at any of the registration terminals. The system will walk you through the rest. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Cool. Thanks, Commander. Vanguard. Sounds like a good backup plan in Constellation. But before we handle that, let's go find Aegis and finish this job Sergeant Newton gave us. This doesn't look like the right office. Aegis Intelligence. There we go. Aegis Intelligence. That worked.
The security
Thank you.
of
Who I'm
the
looking
United
for.
Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do the bulk of the work.
You say so.
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is.
Your name is Plato?
No, my parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on.
Oh.
I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
What exactly is Aegis?
We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them.
What is it that you do here?
I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in MAST. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you.
All right. What else can you tell me about Aegis?
All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything.
An agency that feels they need to point out that the good guys usually aren't.
Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion, and there are plenty of others who share it. We'll be looking out for you just the same.
I was asked by UC Security to pick something up.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Thanks, I guess. I'm not sure how you would know that, though, since we never met.
Statistical average, psychological tendencies, a sergeant's need to tower over his subordinates. But really, it was just a joke. I meant nothing by it. In any case, let me fill you in.
Your jokes
We
suck.
have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Why meet with me personally?
Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail.
That makes sense. What do you mean the location's compromised?
We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks.
Got it. Just tell me where to pick it up.
Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it
I
and deliver
remember
it to
that
Sergeant
ATM.
Yumi and the job's done.
Alright, too easy. What's in the package?
You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job?
It is my first day on the job.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though.
Now that was a good joke.
Good luck with the mission.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you. I guess technically he wasn't really joking. He can't tell me what's in the package. That's fine. I didn't really want to know. I was just being nosy. I wanted to see what he was gonna say. Alright. Very first job at UC Security part-time is a weird one, to say the least. Not quite sure they should be giving a job like this to somebody with a low security clearance. Because I mean, like, what if I just stole what was at the drop and disappeared? It's not my problem. Let's just do the job. Alright, there's the drop point. Doesn't look like anybody's watching it. That guy over there kind of looks suspicious, but whatever. They're probably just being paranoid. Just make this look as natural as possible. Okay. Well, nobody's attacking. Nobody jumped out. Doesn't feel like anybody's watching me or I'm being followed. This drop point might not have been compromised at all. This begs the question, what's really going on? Why have UC Security pick up something from a intelligent network's drop point? Doesn't make sense to me. Whatever.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions?
No, I've got the package.
Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you.
That's good.
All I had to do was put up a sign.
Yeah, usually it works that way. I wouldn't make a habit of recruiting people off the street, though.
Well, I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while. Anyway.
That's not what you just said.
And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Alright, sorry, Yumi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for hiring me. I look forward to working with you. By the way, I kind of noticed your security guards seem kind of bored.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
What's the day-to-day operation like around here?
It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people.
You got any more work right now?
I've got nothing at the moment, but come back later, and I might have something for you.
Alright, will do.
Take care.
Thanks, you too. Alright, let's go check out this Vanguard application. Any outstanding UC bounty must be paid before proceeding. I don't have a bounty. Enlistment ingredient. By joining the United Colonies Vanguard, you agree to perform necessary services for the United Colonies that could place you in serious danger, resulting in harm to your craft or yourself. Up to and including death. Well, alright. In exchange, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to compensate all captains according to their experience level and difficulty of the task requested. I need to earn a satisfactory grade on a simulated combat flight. Upon the completion of both prerequisites, the United Colonies Vanguard agrees to sponsor your citizenship application and guarantees the granting of United Colonies citizenship once sufficient time or acts of valor have warranted. Do you agree to the above commitment and wish to initiate your journey with the United Colonies Vanguard? You know what? Not quite sure yet.
Look, you didn't hear it from me, but I got a tip. There's a way to hack the Vanguard exam. Get yourself a better score.
You sure that won't get yourself disqualified?
Probably disown me if they knew I was signing up.
I mean, I don't like the UC any more than
I've
the
always
next guy,
wanted to
but
live in New Atlantis, but they only let citizens buy property, so here I am.
I really hope all this historical junk isn't going to be on the test.
Historical junk? Is there a rating test too? I didn't see that in the application. You know what? Whatever. Let's get this journey started. Being a Vanguard pilot doesn't sound so bad, so I get to utilize my skill set. Intro agree. Proceed to the Vanguard exam, or explore the orientation hall.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
Alright. Orientation hall. End of Earth, huh? Am I supposed to press this button here? This must be some type of like history timeline or something. This must be the history junk that guy was talking about.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently he's got some work.
What? Wow, really? Already? I just left Sergeant Yumi. That was fast. Factions rise. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take that as a sign. Not quite time for Vanguard yet. We'll come back. Man, that was like spot on.
Crime has slowed, officer.
You had work?
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost.
Okay.
Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
Why'd he leave without identifying his assailant?
Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated, which is another way of saying highly unreliable.
I can do that for you.
Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved.
Roger that. Anything else I should know about the case?
According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds.
What's the Don's Roost?
A restaurant over in the residential district. Caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where forks come in different sizes, depending on the food.
Oh, that is fancy. Sounds expensive, too.
Back to work, then.
Yep. Alright, I'll take care of it, sorry, Yumi. Alright, let's go find this Don's Roost. This watch from Castellation makes things so much easier.
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war. They like to pick them clean.
Oh, alright. Well, thanks for the information. Any security guards gossip up a lot. They don't look like they're working hard at all. Oh, working hard at gossiping. Alright, Don's Roost. Oh man, this place is fancy. Even the music sounds fancy.
I do hope your
How you doing, my man?
signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
Oh, really? Well, I'm a foodie. Let me see your menu.
Yes, of course.
Don's Roost Strip. Yeah, that looks pretty good. How much? Wow, 380 credits. Yeah. Oh, wow. What is that? 1055 for a Jemison Wellington, huh? Yeah, this place is astronomically expensive. This food must be like out of this world good. You know what? Why not? I'll take some of your sparkling water. Let me see. Take about 5 of these. Can always use it in something else if I don't drink it straight. But yeah, none of this food on this menu looks appealing, especially for the price. It's a little bit too expensive. Maybe I'll come back after I've earned some more credits. Try something. Yeah, no, I'm good. Man, this place is expensive.
The Dawn's Roost represents the highest quality, from the ingredients to the decor. No expense is spared. Anyone who has sampled our offerings will assure you it is all worth it.
I hope so. I'm here about that fight.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
Right. I need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he's been accused of stealing something.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
All right, well, thank you. I appreciate the information. You have a good day.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. Alright, let's go find this tower. You said Athena? Yeah, this looks like the place. I wonder if this is the guy. Hey, excuse me.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator,
Yep, this sounds like the guy. No, don't let me stop you. Go on. Finish your rant.
That lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider's dropping.
Finished.
If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star.
Whoa.
5 years we were together, half a decade. And he threw it all away for that waiter.
Oh, I love respect. What happened at the Dawn's Roost exactly?
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us. Then I went off!
You two were dating?
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it.
That sounds pretty serious. So there's a chance you two might patch things up then?
No. There are some things in life that cannot be repaired.
Oh, okay.
Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point?
True story. Your ex claimed you stole the ring, though.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
I agree. Agreed. There's no crime here. I'll tell Sergeant Yumi you're free to go.
I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems.
Oh, well, all right. There's
Maybe
a silver
I'll even
lining.
take pictures.
Well, thanks for the information. Hope things work out for you. Take care. Hey, Sergeant Yumi.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Oh, thanks. I finished my investigation.
Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
The ring wasn't stolen, it was gifted.
Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me.
It's okay.
Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Either way, I'm still going to pay you for your time. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Wow. 2 credit disbursements in one night. No, actually 3.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
You don't have any more work, do you? Before I leave?
Not right now.
Okay.
But John Tuala over at Must might. I hear they're looking for new recruits to join the Vanguard.
Really?
I checked with him.
You guys working together, huh?
Let me know if you have any questions.
So I'm supposed to take that as another sign. Oh man. Oh, the sun's coming up. Well, that was definitely a fun first night on New Atlantis. I think I'm gonna enjoy being here. Yeah. It's definitely better than just hopping from mine to mine. Even if I don't stay in Constellation, at least it brought me here. Which actually isn't all that bad either. This must be what Mr. Stroud was talking about. Oh, nice. Things are looking up, Zen.